Good morning, thank you for joining me. Brand image, customer experience, customer engagement. So, we're going to move on a little bit from the little funny rant I had in the last video. Lots of people making some lovely comments about it, about understanding what you are. And we touched on a little bit about understanding where you're going, understanding where your business is going. And I think last night I managed to put it into slightly better words, is that you need to understand fundamentally what you're doing, where you're going. And the easiest way to describe that is a bit like a building developer. They know they want to build a house, but they've only got a piece of land. You build the piece of land, you dig the holes, you start the brickwork, and then you start creating a house. And then people come in, fill it with love, and they create a home. It's a pathway, but you've got to understand fundamentally you can't go and build a mansion on a 10,000 square foot piece of land. So you need to understand what you've got, where you're going, and how you do it. Which brings us back to something very simple. We were talking last night with some business owners, very much on a mission statement. The comment was raised, do I need a mission statement? And to be fair, for a few moments I was quiet. Other people kind of said, yeah, it's good, it's where you're going, it's, you know, it's kind of like the statement of the company. I kind of suppose that's what it is. There are businesses out there that don't have mission statements. There are businesses out there that do have mission statements. Now, the bonus of good governance, a governance code, is that whatever the business says it does, that's what you've got to do. That's what your limited liability, that's what your company directors, this is what you do. If you're a transport company, you do transport. You don't start going and building houses, because in your limited liability, that's not what you say you do under your governance and your rules of association, your articles of association. So let's forget all the legal stuff and let's come back to, you know, fundamentally, if you've got staff, they all need to agree on the same purpose, the same vision, the same mission, I suppose, in that respect. You know, it's a lot easier with the military. They're going to do a job, they get told what to do, and they all follow rank and file. Kind of get that. That's the mission. The mission is to go do that, conquer that, away we go. In some respects, it's the same with your business. You've got to understand back to who are you, what you do, who you do it for, and what your legacy is. Have you written it down? Have you understood where you're going to be? Have you understood where you're going? Do the rest of the staff, as you bring them on, actually share, not necessarily share the same ethos, but they sing from the same song sheets? You know, you see a lovely choir, they're all singing off the same page. And in some respects, that's the same with your business. Are your staff agreeing that that's where you're going to be in 3 years, 5 years, 10 years? So we got back to the mission statement. You know, it talks about your brand development. It talks about building your brand. It talks about improving the image. Where are you going to be? It talks about growth. It talks about the future. Now, whether you have or you haven't got a mission statement, I don't think is critical. But what I do think is critical is that the staff, the directors and the business know where it's going, know what it does, know its remit, know where it's going. Whichever way you look at it, you know, as I said to you a million times, you know, build the brand, improve the image. But it helps if you've got somewhere to go. Now, obviously in sport, it's nice and easy. We want to win competitions. We want to win a league. We want to win a cup. We want to win a series. We want to win whatever. Want a particular round or a particular match or something. We've got something to aim at. We've got, right, I'm preparing for this one and I'm growing for the rest of the season. So some people will say, oh, it's not about winning the battle, it's about winning the war. Kind of get that. But everybody needs to be on side. Everybody needs to be playing for the same team. And now we're going to go on in the next few videos and we're going to talk about, unfortunately, internal terrorists. People that you've got in your business that aren't necessarily working for your business. Now, I've come up against that a couple of times in various businesses I've just helped recently, where the staff don't agree with the principles that the business does. But obviously, you know, we'll talk about that. But back to fundamentals is that who are you, what are you, who do you do it for, where are you going, and what's your legacy? It comes back to a mission statement. Are all the staff, if I came into your business and I said to the staff, what does this company do? Where's it's going, and what, you know, what's its intended purpose? Would all your staff know and say exactly the same as you? And bear that in mind, because obviously your staff are the ones that are interacting. They're going out, they're meeting people, they're networking.